Hi, my name is Natalia Huang, and I am the owner and founder of Natalia Huang Piano Studio. And this is part three of what are piano lessons all about. Today, we're going to go ahead and talk about how you can make lessons, I think, relatable to your child in their daily life. How can you help them see the relevance of why they need to do this? And if they are able to see why, how this fits into their life, it would make more sense for them to go and do it, right? So I've listed a couple of different ways here on how you can help them see that. The first thing here is um, not always alone when practicing. That means when they're practicing, don't always just shove them into a corner, especially when they're younger. Younger kids love having parents sitting next to them. Now, your teenagers would probably love having you leave them alone, but the younger kids love knowing that you're in the room with them while they're practicing. So it doesn't mean you have to watch them play the whole time. Just sometimes simply being in the same room with them, um, giving them company is, I think, very comfortable for them to have. Number two is actually one of my favorites, taking your child to concerts. I love it when I take my kids to, let's say, a piano concert and they just watch the pianist's fingers fly on the keyboards. And my kids a lot of times will say, "Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at how much she must have had to practice in order to do something like that." And so then they start to see, oh, if I practice and I'm taking my lessons, I can enjoy concerts like these and I understand how much work it might take to do something like this. And the understanding and enjoyment, I think, increases because of that. So that's a very good way to do it. And any concert will do, jazz, rock, new age, I mean, whatever you can think of. And the third one is have your child show off playing for friends, family, and at school talent shows. I love school talent shows. I think school talent shows boost your child's self confidence like no other. It's one thing to kind of get, um, I think, a pat on the back from us as parents and teachers, but it's another when your peer goes up to you and say, "Oh my gosh, good job, you were really good." I mean, that confirmation to your child is major. And so I love it when students get to do that. It makes them feel good that they can do something and show off what they're able to do. Number four, discuss music you hear or what songs you enjoy. Have these discussions with your children. Help them understand that music that they hear on a daily basis, whether it's on the radio, on YouTube, wherever else on the web, talk about that. Help them understand that this is part of their life. They don't just go to lesson and come home and practice. Understanding music enables you guys to discuss about them. And this one right here, have your child make up music at home. I think it is incredible when a student comes into lesson and say, "Look at what I did at home, look at what I made up." Because what that tells me is they're starting to see how lessons work, right? Because of what they've been able to play or what they have learned during lessons, they're now able to understand piano better so that they can create something of their own. And I think the enjoyment from creating something of their own that way, oh, I mean, it really shows them why it makes sense to take the lessons. So, these are just some tips to kind of get you started, but I want you to know that every child is different. What works for my child may not work for yours. And so think of what might make your child tick. Think of what might motivate your child and help them see why it's fun to do this. And you'll find that the piano learning journey is a lot more enjoyable and smooth. Until next time, part four, where we're going to discuss the different pianos you can purchase and what the real cost of piano lessons might be.